two books, I talk a lot about observational drawing. It's a very complex cognitive process with many things to consider. I'm going to demonstrate how I do an observational drawing. And as I draw, I'm going to try and verbalize my thinking. I'm going to use one of the figures Alice and Amy were drawing in the book. The children in the preschool, they understood the bodily position of the figure carries some meaning. And if we want to support meaning making, then we have to talk with children about what the different positions tell us. So here's Sally. And first I have to decide where on the page I want to place her. I want her to be close up, but with room around her for her friends. If I lie her down, so I can see her all, you might think she was sleeping. If she turns her back to us, we could think that she was not wanting to talk to us. I want her to be looking straight at me because she has something to say to me. She's standing to indicate she doesn't have time to stay too long. I'm going to use fine charcoal for this drawing, or a soft graphite pencil would also be good. I begin by having a very good look at Sally. Drawing is all about seeing. Sometimes there's too much information and it's hard to begin. So I put down soft guide marks. I'm looking for shadows. I do a rough light mark on the page, no commitment yet. I work over the whole body, looking for shapes, looking for lines. This is my first tentative approximation. Drawings are sort of push and pull. You put marks down, you take them away. It doesn't have to look exactly like the figure, but we want to try and get the essence of who Sally is with her big bunches and big eyes. And she's got big feet to stand on. As I'm drawing, I'm looking at what's next to what I'm drawing. I'm trying to compare the measurements, the sizes of the feet, where they're positioned, where the marks would go to show it in relation to the thing next to it. You see how I'm moving all over? I keep going back. There's quite a nice shadow there. Once you get a few lines down, you can start creating volume. It's hard to talk when you're drawing. You have to have a lot of concentration. I'm constantly looking at the image, looking at the doll, comparing the two. I could get my erasers and erase back in, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to leave things as they sit. I'm working quite small. It's quite challenging to do with a charcoal. Charcoal really needs more space. I think I almost have finished. Smudging is a useful thing to be able to do, isn't it? I think I will get my brush and see what difference it makes. I can bring some of the charcoal onto the body. There. I think that's finished now. Did you know that when we draw, we involve our memory, our experience, and our imagination? And when you put all these elements together, it enriches the child's knowledge of the subject. And did you know that drawing is kinesthetic, cognitive, and perceptual? And when you get these three things together, it supports higher mental functions and makes learning memorable. Children learn and remember more about the subject than if they hadn't drawn it.